Not
Kill it.
I'm just saying.
One day at a time.
We gon' party tonight.
BBW.
Good day, people.
Let's party tonight. Let's show you how to party tonight.
What?
Yes, sir.
Let's show you how to party tonight. Let's go. HB. Go time. Let's go. Teamwork. Let's go. We gon' party tonight. Let's show you how to party tonight. Let's go.
Black on crack, baby.
Good day, people. Oh, middle fingers?
Yeah, I did
Oh, okay. Got jokes too. You know what I'm saying? We on it like that. Look, he got the I can't fight back smirk. He knows he's wrong.
I
He
can't
knows
fight
this
back.
already.
Oh, good
I'm
day,
tired
people.
of it.
We are
You
not
start
gonna
the
let
damn
this one
show.
go.
Damn.
Unreal.
Let's go.
Man, I could go back and forth with you off camera.
Oh, why? Let's do it on camera. Let's let the
No,
world
let's
see.
not. Let's-
Why not? We can get polls. We can get opinions in this thing. It doesn't have to be. Oh, it doesn't have to be one
Let's
sided.
show our love language.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's how y'all feel. Oh, that's how you feel. You want to sit on that side?
Yeah, throw it out of the couch already.
You want to sit right there today?
No, I'm good.
With this
I'm
guy?
right here.
Good day, people. Welcome back to another episode of another. Y'all look funny.
You can't
I can't
even.
even take it with y'all. Another episode of Sex, Love, and Hip Hop, the conversation. I mean, we still live, so it's all good. I ain't tripping. Sex, Love, and Hip Hop, the conversation. I am Larry Love. Oh, the Deuce had to go get some notes. He slammed them pretty aggressively too. I feel like he's gonna come. He's coming for heads today. Coming for heads
You know
today.
whose head it is.
You need a drink.
I'm not drinking. I'm drinking water.
Put the what you call it up. Recline yourself. Get comfortable so that everybody know how real it is today. Look at that guy.
Ah.
All right. So we back on another. This is gonna be a good one. I'm laughing way too much. I wanted to laugh. I know. I needed a
I'm not
laugh this
feeling
week.
your love.
My week was pretty rough. I know some other people had some pretty rough weeks too. So we all agreed that we needed to laugh this week. So it's good that we starting off this way, even though this is a pretty serious topic. And I can't wait to get into it because I got you coming for heads. I'm coming for heads too. I got some things to talk about. I got some pitches to throw. All right, to my left, Oh. Is that what? Hold on.
Sorry, YouTube. Sorry, Twitter.
Oh, let's start over thanks to this guy. Hold on, we're going to do it because I told everybody that we're going to be live.
What happened was he dropped his phone, which had nothing to do with me. Absolutely nothing to do with
Everything
me.
to do with this guy.
I made the phone jump off the wall.
Oops.
Exactly. He absolutely
Like I'm straight up
think
ludicrous in this piece.
All right, we back in the
From
facts.
the windows to the walls.
We back on live, all right? All right, to my left, the beautiful Jamie Sage, the life of the party, the voice of reason and everything else.
Thank you very much.
The real
Glad
star of
to
the
be
show.
here.
And then to her left, the person I love to hate the most. Look at his face. You see his face?
Been messing with me since yesterday.
The Deuce is in the building.
Are you
Was
sure
good.
that's just yesterday? I feel like it started when he was like 3.
Nah, he left me alone for a couple days.
Oh, when I was like 3.
Actually, it was 6, but who's counting?
He was the antagonist for a long time.
I don't believe
I'm
it.
on
You
defense.
learned well from him, didn't you?
I'm on defense. I've been fighting back all my life. They've been picking on me all my life. I had to have in debates and battles. I had to have facts. I had to have evidence to defend myself, while everybody else just blamed me for everything.
He just yelled.
I'm always defending myself and proving myself. And like he said,
That makes sense because then you were the youngest.
you know what I'm saying?
He's
So
always doing that.
I got.
It makes sense, but it's total BS.
I gotta come correct.
Did I not say it?
I gotta come to the table correct. Hey Rob, make sure you press that button on the clock. Yep, it's already pressed. All right.
Dang, I'm missing notes.
I gotta make sure that I'm on point. And that's why I do my research and do my homework so that when I have an argument, we can debate opinions all day, but facts are facts. You can't beat those. And I got those. I do that. I'm a factual actual. I hope you got facts. He got like 4 pages. You ain't got no notes.
I got.
You ready for today?
I got 3 more on the printer.
You got 3. You want to go get those too?
I might have to.
You got 3. Said he got 3 more pages on the printer. There's only 5 love languages. How many? He got 4 pages right there.
You got extra.
And this is coming from a person who doesn't even believe in love languages.
Oh.
This is interesting. All right, it's gonna be good. This is gonna be good. All right, so, dude, have you up until now, have you ever love languages? Has that something that you're comment or you know about?
Yes.
Is it something that you exercise? Like when you're dating somebody or you meet people, do you actually look at the love languages? Do you consider that like this person might not be the person based on their love languages?
Yeah, I think that would factor into people who I could possibly date based on what type of love language that you need expressed or you express, because it may not go with what I want or what I need or what I like to give.
Oh, what I like to give. She said, well, what do you like to give, Miss Sage? What do you like to tell the people that you like to give?
I'm much more of a quality of time person than a gift-giving type person. Like, gifts, material things aren't very important to me.
Right.
You know, and if that's what you're all about, like, we're not really gonna.
Quality time means a lot.
Yes.
Like those, like that's one of my 2. So this is how I learned about love languages. I learned about love languages. I was watching, I think it was Dr. Phil or Dr. Oz, one of the 2, and they had a relationship expert on the show, and they were talking about love languages, and he broke it down. He was saying, that, so many people get into relationships based on, the wrong things, materials or looks, that's a big thing, or just the comfort of someone, being around someone so long and thinking that you know this person, but you really don't know this person. So people get engaged in relationships, but they don't really know how to communicate their, love-wise with each other. They just go through the motions on a day-to-day basis with each other. And they think because they've been together for a long time or they've known each other for a long time that they know each other. Just because I've known you or I've known of you for 10 years doesn't mean that I know you. Exactly. We have specific experiences together. Doesn't mean that I really know who you are intimately. So when he started breaking it down, I was like, oh, shit. That kind of makes sense. So then when he broke down what the 5 love languages were, I was like, oh, now I really get it. Right? So then I started looking into it. I started researching it. And I was like, then I broke down all of my past relationships, the best ones versus the worst ones. And I was like, oh, shit. The better relationships, we kind of spoke the same love languages versus the ones that didn't last so long and weren't as fun and weren't as pure and genuine. We did not. Right? So then I started to believe in it. Then I started to investigate a little bit more. And then I was like, okay, I get it. Then I had to figure out what my love languages were, what meant the most to me. So according to them, I forgot, it was a white dude. I think his name was Steve something. But he said, according to him and other relationship experts, most successful relationships are dependent on your top 2 love languages. Right? Mm-hmm. So you pick 2 out of those 5, the main 5. I think there's more. I think they're starting to add more too. But I think the main languages are 5 languages. All right? You know what those languages are? Without looking at your notes?
Off the top of my head, no.
All right. Those languages are quality time, acts of service, words of affirmation.
That's right.
Physical touch.
You're the man.
And gift giving.
Yes.
All right? So after learning those, they say that your top 2. Of course, everyone would not mind all of those. I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Everybody appreciates all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But they say what they've been saying is like the core being of a person, like the what the most.
What's the most important to you? What makes you feel the most loved?
Just like if you ask somebody what their favorite sexual position is. Like, we all like every position, but what's your favorite one? You know what I'm saying? What takes your mind to a different place? What makes you feel differently? You know what I'm saying? When you think about it. So They say that your top two love languages are supposed to be compatible with your partner's top two love languages, right? So, one of mine is my number one is quality time. That's my number one.
I can see that. That's a little obvious.
What's yours? Number one.
My number one would be acts of service.
I can see that too. That makes sense. What about you, sir?
I'm more of a quality time person.
That makes sense. That's why we get along so well. Just like this. We get to spend quality time with each other. You and I.
Need some Everclear.
Sometimes too much quality time between the two of you.
We
Too
get to
much
spend
love is
quality
expressed.
time with each other. It makes us feel good about ourselves in life. Had a rough week, and I know that I could talk shit with my brother on, one day a week. I could talk shit with my brother in front of the rest of the world.
When we have the exact same notes.
That's that physical touch.
That's good.
We have the exact same notes.
See, y'all cheating. I mean, blowing is good sometimes, I guess, or bang, whatever it is. It's cool.
Hey.
All right. But yeah, so according to experts, that's what they say, that your top two love languages are the languages that you're supposed to consider when engaging in an intimate relationship with a person. All right. So my question, we're gonna start with
Wait,
the
are
Deuce.
we going to go to what our second one is?
No, we're gonna get to that later.
Okay.
Being a dictator again. Please proceed.
Management, go on.
Oh. Y'all want to give everybody everything in the first 10 minutes of the show?
No,
Right
go
together.
for it.
See, sometimes
Okay.
it's good to get no.
Y'all want to give everybody everything right now? We can give it to them right
Let's
now.
go on.
No,
what was
go
your
ahead.
question?
All right.
Please, I'm sorry.
You got the big mic.
Oh, this guy. Y'all got the cool mics.
I got the cool mic. That's why I'm laying cool right now.
Exactly. That's what I want for you. See? Because I care about you. Quality time. I want you to feel comfortable in the time that we spend together. That's quality. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
Quality.
You feel what I'm saying?
No.
Quality
You
over
gotta love
quantity.
it. You gotta love it. All right. So, so we're gonna start with the Deuce, because the Deuce told me recently that the way he feels about love languages, he
You
said,
want me to say it?
he said something to the degree that he doesn't necessarily believe in it and its compatibility factors. So we're gonna start with the Deuce. The question is this: why don't you believe in love languages? And then the second question is this: think about your most successful relationships, and then tell me if your love languages were compatible.
So, why I don't believe? So, I think that it's a good foundation, but I don't believe that. I think people put too much stock into it. Like, they put too much stock in a lot of things, and I think my original example to you was almost the same at the way people treat zodiac signs. Thank you. The zodiac signs, where I'm a Gemini, so Geminis are good with Leos and Aries and Aquariuses. Now, I've dated quite a few Leos. We've gotten along. We've been good. Been whatever. They ain't here now. But I think the love language, like I was dating, and then so many people was asking, "What's your love languages?" And I think it's good to hear how someone feels and what might make them happy, and get an idea, so you can kind of meet them where they are. If somebody likes acts of service, you want to do some acts of service for them. For argument's sake, a woman might have said to you, "I love when I get flowers. I get flowers and periodically, randomly get flowers." Well, don't be that dude who don't never bring flowers if she told you she likes flowers.
Right.
Why do I need? That's an act of service, but why do I need that spelled out? She already said it. I'm listening. It's the same thing, but now it's spelled out in a way. All right, I guess it's for the layman, so it's easier to read. It's an easier subject to tackle, and I just think, like I said, I think that it's not necessarily that I don't believe in it. It's just I feel like there's too much emphasis put on it. And in answer to your second question, yes, I've had very successful relationships with my two top acts of services. To my two top love languages, but then I've also seen them go bad for those same reasons. Too much quality time. Too much physical touch or acts of service. Not the physical touch. So let me stop BS.
That sounds
Never has a relationship gone wrong from too much.
But
it could.
To be truthful, I mean, I have been in situations where it was too much physical touch. Like, okay, gotta go to work. I'm working. Can't stop. I gotta go make the money so we can do whatever we're gonna do, and have that ability.
Right, but that wouldn't happen with someone who's one of their love languages is physical touch. It would happen to somebody whose love language is not physical touch. If somebody's love language is physical touch, there's never too much physical touch. Just like there's never too much quality time for a person. Just like there's never too much quality time for a person whose love language is quality time. There's no such thing as too much quality time if my love language is quality time. I want you around all the time as long as it's quality. There's absolutely a such thing as non-quality time. Don't come around me for some bullshit. If I care about quality time, I want quality time.
Not when you show up because you have drama or
right,
whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
so that's not quality.
And
acts of and then it's not a one-way thing. So if one of my love languages is acts of service, that's my love language, right? You're my partner. That doesn't mean that I need you to perform acts of services for me. Just saying that that's what I like to do. So I'm going to perform acts of services toward you. It doesn't mean that you have to reciprocate that, especially if that's not what one of your languages is. So don't go outside of your space to try to prove to me that you care about me by giving me what one of my love languages is. Mm-hmm. That's a miscommunication, and that can cause a problem. So, but if one of our love languages is both acts of service, then we know how to perform for each other. But if one of my love languages is acts of services and it's not yours, and you're trying to provide acts of services for me, you're doing it the wrong way because you don't know. It's not one of your love languages.
Okay.
So you're doing stuff that you think I want. You think I want flowers. You think I want you to do this. You think I want to do that. But that's not what it is.
But that's what's going to inhibit the relationship. Like, if that's the way I need to be loved, like, your love language is technically how you need to be loved, too. Like, you could look at it like that. And if I'm an acts of service person, like words of affirmation, because I was raised under like words are shit and actions are everything. Like words, actions speak louder than words. So I've always been like that. So you could sit there all day and say, I love you, I love you, I love you to me. But if you don't do show me through actions and in any way do things for me that show me that, like if I'm not a person that asks people for help. So if I go to you and I ask you for help once and you don't do it, that's going to be the last time I ask you for help. That's the last time I'm going to open up like that. And we're not going to have that, like, I'm not going to see you as a potential partner like that. Because I know that's what's important to me in my love language. That's how I need to feel to be secure in a relationship. And if you can't give that to me because you're not an acts of service kind of person, then we're not going to have a relationship.
Exactly. So that's part of where the compatibility comes in. Just because you know my love languages doesn't mean you can speak them. Like, my love language is act of service. Yours is not. So I get it that you might care about me and you might want to try to perform things for me or give things to me to make it feel like you care about me, but you're doing it the wrong way because you're not a person that's your love language. You know what I'm saying? That's not what it is. So you think that this person wants flowers or candy on Valentine's Day. You think this person wants you to bring things to them and offer things to them, but that's not what it is because that's your interpretation of acts of service. But that's not what your love language is. So most people's interpretations of things are wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not the way that they live their life. but they're trying to prove to somebody else, or they're trying to impress somebody else. They're trying to get somebody else to believe in what they think they want. So that's part of that. Kind of makes it clear as to, if you don't speak the same love languages, you shouldn't be together. I can care about somebody all day long.
Right.
I can love you all day long, but that doesn't mean that we need to be in a relationship together. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a person, this is a perfect example for me, my wife, my ex-wife. Well, like, we cared about each other. We had fun together. We were able to play with each other. We could both get along with each other,
right? Because
we're both social type people. But her love languages are different than mine. She wants gifts. She wants words. I'm not that. I can say words all day long, but I'm not going to say them if I don't mean them.
Right.
I don't care if you want to hear them right now. You know, I don't care if you're my wife, my brother, my mother, my sister, my brother. It doesn't care. Just because you want to hear those words right now doesn't mean I'm going to tell you those words right now. I don't give a fuck if it's going to make you feel better, if it's going to make you feel comfortable, confident, whatever the fuck. If I don't feel like saying those words right now, I'm not saying them.
But that's also your personality.
Cause I'm something like a G, baby, me, baby. And I guarantee I'm the realest you'll see, baby. I give you all of me, baby, I promise that. All I need is an open mind, you copy that? It's nothing to explore when we loving. My love goes just as deep as when I'm fucking. My love you just can't beat, it keeps going.